Bethesda just released a hotfix for the Atom Rewards challenge issue. Meanwhile, there's a new currency glitch alive, and Bethesda has been adjusting daily and weekly challenges. It's news time. Hello everyone, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video. So it seems like Bethesda has screwed up the entire challenge system with their latest changes to the daily and weekly challenges. But great news is they were quick to come up with a hotfix which is now live, thankfully. Moving forward, the challenge autocomplete bug is also triggering more and more often, and a lot of players want Nuclear Winter daily challenges to be removed altogether. Anyway, I have got more Datamined items to show you guys and girls, and I will also talk about server issues and bugged respawns that happened very often during this past weekend. Lastly, I will finish with some emerging bugs, including some funny ones. So, let's start. If you check Reddit on a daily basis, you surely noticed a rise of complaints regarding Atom rewards from challenges, but apparently the issue was more complex than challenges not giving any Atom rewards. It is true, the problem seems to be solved now with their latest hotfix. I have completed one combat challenge myself to test things out, and I did receive my free atoms with no problems. Anyway, for about 1 week, standard challenges were not giving Atom rewards once completed. There are also reports where players claim their atoms would simply disappear into thin air, as in they had one number and the next day they had another number without spending anything. Strange indeed, huh? There was another issue where atoms appeared splitted between characters and accounts, as you can see in this footage, where this player completed a combat challenge and then his atoms got all messed up. He had over 500 and after the challenge he had less than 250 on his current character, but on his account he had the same atoms he did before completing the challenge, which was supposed to give him 40 free atoms. So yeah, the system was a complete mess. Of course, these bugs were not happening every single time you completed a challenge, but still, they were happening quite often. So thankfully, Bethesda was quick enough to release a hotfix for this issue. Now, if you were affected by this bug, make sure to submit a support ticket in hopes you get your atoms back. I'm leaving the link below the video to make things easier for you guys. Best of luck! New glitches and exploits in Fallout 76 shouldn't be a surprise for anyone at this point. At least this week we didn't get a new duplication glitch or something alike, so that's a great sign. On the other hand, a currency exploit was made public a few days ago, allowing cheaters to pretty much farm as many caps and Scrip as they want by glitching certain quests. I don't want to get into details here as usual because my goal is to inform you, not to teach you how to cheat. Far from it. Anyway, this glitch can be really unfair and harmful to the economy, just like the legendary modules glitch a few months back, since it allows cheaters to get unlimited Scrip, therefore buy unlimited legendary items and legendary modules from the purveyor. But it is the way it is. Let's hope Bethesda finds a fix as soon as possible for this one as well. The autocomplete challenge bug is getting old at this point, I know. I've seen it so many times on social media, on my own Discord and through DMs as well. However, this bug is affecting a lot of people still, and more often than before the score system went live, it feels like at least. Despite Bethesda's claim that this bug is a top priority for them, we didn't get a hotfix for this issue until date. And as you can imagine, there are dozens dozens and dozens of posts about this persistent bug. In fact, some people have been wondering how are they supposed to get seasoned steers when their challenges keep bugging out. For now, Bethesda advises players to submit a support ticket whenever their challenges get auto-completed when they log in. I know it is a hassle to do it, but hey, at least there is a chance you will get your score back. So make sure to send a ticket if you get bugged. The link is below the video. Have you noticed that daily and weekly challenges have been showing different requests for the same type of challenge these days? I surely did, and it's not from my imagination, I can assure you that much. Bethesda has been balancing and adjusting the difficulty of certain challenges, both in Nuclear Winter and Adventure mode. One of the most noticeable changes is about trading. Now you have to sell or purchase 3 items from another player instead of 1. You also have to complete 2 events per day now instead of 1 and kill way more creatures per day. There are tons of changes really, so I'm just giving you a few examples. On the weekly tab you have to claim more workshops now than before, and even on Nuclear Winter they increased the number of camp deployments and decreased the requested animal or creature kills. This one was definitely a great change. It was 9 before, I clearly remember that, it was so painful to do, and now it's only 5. Still, it is difficult to achieve, but it's more accessible, at least. Talking about Nuclear Winter challenges, the majority of the community doesn't seem too happy about these daily challenges, and they have some solid arguments to be fair with you. First of all, Bethesda is somewhat forcing people to play Nuclear Winter just to be able to complete the daily challenges and get the max daily score possible. Some people can get the last 250 score because they hate Nuclear Winter and refuse to play the mode, which is totally understandable. Secondly, most of these daily challenges are meaningless and they encourage players to be bad. I mean, killing mobs in a PvP mode? Really? Pickpocketing or hacking? It's all things you are not really supposed to be doing unless you stumble upon it, if you know what I mean. The goal in Nuclear Winter is to survive and kill people, not to do PvE actions, so it's really senseless. Lastly, there are a lot of cheaters in Nuclear Winter, so forcing people to play a mode where you can easily get killed by a cheater is not a great idea, is it now? So I do think Bethesda should either remove these daily quests or rethink the goals of the challenges, because right now things are not looking pretty. Not at all. Ever since Nuclear Winter was released, the cheating problem emerged, never to go away, until this very day at least. Sure, things got better a few weeks ago when one of the main cheats for PC got nerfed and it no longer works for this mode. But still, there are other functional cheats, and yeah, cheating is far from being over. Despite the multiple complaints about this ongoing issue, Bethesda is now handling some cases personally, such as this case where a community manager took over the case himself. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? To me, first of all, it means their customer support is not doing their job right. You know, if a community manager has to step in, then it probably means something is not working too great there. But then again, seeing the staff working together is not necessarily a bad thing. So yeah, it might not be his job to handle the situation, but it doesn't hurt if he does. So in the end, I do believe it's a good thing. There's some new and cool items in the Atomic Shop added yesterday, July 21. The Big Game Hunter bundle includes a lot of stuff actually, such as a new wooden floor and wall paint, together with a lovely duck lamp, a red chair, and a large cooking station for outdoors. It also comes with a sheepsquatch mounted head and its horns. Perfect for that Game Hunter cabin style, huh? As usual, we got items for sale. Last week's stuff is still live, and there is a free icon to claim, so make sure to grab it while you can. Moving forward, I have some new Datamined items to show you by Chris, which includes some commie skins, such as a new safe, a generator skin, a crushed plane decor, and fences. There's also a Brotherhood of Steel banner and a Stranger Miner toy with a robot's face. Not sure what to make out of that. There's also a dog German Shepherd statue, which could be dog meat from Fallout 4. There's a description there, but I cannot read it. The mystery will remain unsolved for now. We also have a wizard staff, a skin for some melee weapon, I am assuming, and a flute instrument chair. Lastly, we have some more gates in which some already exist in game, part of enemy bases. Looks promising indeed. Some holotapes are not displaying subtitles even with the option enabled. Now, this is not really a new thing. I remember doing main quests a year ago and having no subtitles displaying while the holotapes were running. However, this is an immersion killer for deaf players. They have no way to know what's the holotape about without subtitles. Now, according to Bethesda, this is a bug and every holotape is supposed to have subtitles. I'm not so sure about that. I don't want to make claims because a lot of time has passed, so I would need to test things further, but I'm quite sure there are some holotapes with no subtitles at all, unless Bethesda has updated them over time, of course. Anyway, one way or the other, subtitles are helpful for everyone. It helps non-native people understand the lore, and it allows deaf players to know what is being discussed in the audio logs, so they should really fix this bug and make holotapes more user-friendly. The next point is about a bug that you surely experienced yourself if you played during this past weekend. I think because way more mobs were being killed than usual because of the double experience event, and a lot of spawns were bugging out, and as a result, some players could see invincible and naked enemies. I saw this many times and it seems to affect all sorts of enemies, from super mutants to creatures and even friendly NPCs. They spawn bugged, naked, and even though you can target and hit them, you just can't kill them, ever. No matter how much damage you do. For instance, I had West-Tech runs where at least a dozen of enemies were bugged, so this is really a nasty issue and it can actually affect your gameplay, sadly. I really believe the servers get overloaded whenever there is a double experience event because a lot of strange things start to happen all at once in some servers, and it can't be a coincidence, right? Besides bugged spawns, I also encountered several servers shutting down for maintenance, at least 5 times during the weekend, and in Nuclear Winter I sometimes get kicked from the matches. I just disconnect even though I can join an adventure or keep playing or browsing. It's just weird. Oh, and some servers do not render objects properly. In this case, water didn't render, roads, buildings, objects, they were all rendering like a blob with no textures at all. I changed servers in this case and things were fine again. So yeah, there is some heavy issues going on whenever a lot of people are playing, it seems like. Alright, now I have a most likely new variation of an existing bug. I'm not sure what to call it, but the main bug is very old. It happens when a nuked circle expands and it takes over half of the map, literally. I actually thought this was just a visual bug or a map interface bug until a few days ago, because if you go to the locations outside the main small nuked circle and inside the big bugged circle, you don't get any radiation. So in theory, the bugged circle is not a nuked region, right? Because you get no radiation. However, a few players have reported that mobs inside this bugged circle will drop nuked region items, such as glowing mass and high radiation fluids, even inside instanced areas, as shown in the screenshots. That's insane. How can a visual bug cause such things to happen? Well, I think even though you get no rads, the bug messes up with the circle rules and allows enemy loot to contain nuked area items. It's basically a bug inside a bug. Lastly, I have a funny bug for you. While farming experience, I found this bugged Raider Hunter near Huntersville. The interact button was there, but as obviously it didn't work, no matter how many times I clicked on it. She was naked, completely bugged, and she couldn't die either. The best part is that she had a questionable hairstyle. I mean, what the hell is that? Like strands of hair were glued to her head? I know the wasteland has a lot of radiation, but you don't just get mostly bald and then long hair pieces are sticking out of your scalp? I don't think so. That's what I call a true bad hair day, by the way. Earlier today, while recording footage for this video, I saw my friend Dave here as an unknown workshop. That was his name. Since when do players turn into workshops? Apparently in Fallout 76, everything is possible. Take this as proof. At least I could not claim him, so it was just a visual bug, at least that. Another funny one. Anyway, that's all the news I have for you today. I hope I could keep you up to date with everything Fallout 76. I am Marta Branco, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. You can also support me even further if you want, the links are always below the video. Well, then I will see you all in the next one. Until then, take care. Adios. Bye bye.